The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Check four.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Ready.
Looking from the gun, Mahomes. He finds a man. It's McCaffrey.
Blitz.
A gain of 32 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets it. That's how they motivate them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated defenses. He doesn't care at this point. Now here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Reds got him. They bring him down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
We got 3 down.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Let's run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Got him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check my
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Yeah, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You
All right,
said
now,
right
look
down
at
the word
56.
vision
Look
for
at
him.
56.
It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
All right, now,
He
look at
allows the box to
56.
set up
Look
in
at
front of him.
56.
And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
On first down, Goodman. Drops underneath, Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here I come again.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Check. Lucky.
To throw on second down. Goodman, he's going to walk one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Watch twist.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Goodman. He couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Crash.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
Yeah, baby.
When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Motion, man.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Check.
They'll try and throw for it.
Quick.
That's caught at the 25.
Alert three.
Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
That's the touchdown. That's it.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score.
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt.
They start around with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually
Wide open receiver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got four.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
McCaffrey, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Niners with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19.
4 down, 4 down. Like 9.
Running to the red zone now. Mahomes out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
Yeah,
it's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Niners on 3rd down. Just
Black
1 for 3 thus far.
Black 58 round.
3rd and 5.
Here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
4 down, 4 down.
Action here on 1st down. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Too fast, baby. Yeah. Six guy. Check 6 guy. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. push was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take If you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Double tight. 4 down. Alert.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam,
hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's
go.
go.
Boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Left. 4 down.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go now. Blue.
McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Yeah, buddy. That's how you hit. That's right.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Odd. 5 down.
Here we go.
He's now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got right.
In your face.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle by Jordan Willis.
Run.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Strong right.
Defense. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sack, baby.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Tight end right.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
We got 4. We got 4. Left, 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 left.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Blitz.
And Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get more rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Ball's coming 82.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
That's where you belong.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Hey. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there.
Go, run.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Trip is here, baby.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right. Watch tight end. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Coming a run, and it's Mahomes. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
It's your game, baby. Yeah. Good job. Touchdown.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Odd. 5 down.
Here we go. Green.
Mahomes. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Let's go. Stop talking now, boy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hey, get him, get him, get him. You got him.
On 1st and 10, Goodman.
Switch.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think
All right,
you sit
now,
on
lucky
the ball
56,
going into the
lucky
half
56.
when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Goodness. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know,
All right,
this guy's
now, lucky
running every
56,
route
lucky
in the route tree
56.
and getting better at it all the time. Honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throw left side complete. That's Garner. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Leopard. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Check nickel.
I got you, baby. I got you.
First down, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey,
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Blitz!
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Two times.
Here we go. Green 39.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Got a loft one, deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
They're coming.
William Jackson with a pick.
Woo! All day, baby. All day. Ow! That's what I'm talking about, baby. All day. That's what I'm talking about. All day, baby. All day. Good job.
Line of scrimmage, the 37
Gun,
on 1st and 10.
Gun!
Tight end to the right. Move.
Detroit!
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Motion, motion.
Goodman. Looking long for Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down. Goodman. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to
check, Patriot!
Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive line off and ended up with an interception in that game of Super Bowl. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the pass.
And very little room to maneuver.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Tough first half for him, unable to put
All right,
up the
now,
numbers
look at
he's used to
56.
producing.
Look at
But
56.
just takes a couple of explosive touches to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hey, watch the left. Watch the left. You.
On first down, Goodman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown,
A
baby.
big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Get him, boys!
Watch the edge!
Left, 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 left!
Mahomes to throw on second down. Steps away. Caught left side is Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Left, 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 left!
Hey, boy.
There's Mahomes.
82's moving! 82's moving!
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jack 31! Jack 31!
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Check 13!
Midfield. Here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once
That's
more.
how we do it!
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half
Here they
now.
come,
This
here
is
they
an
come, here they
offense that
come.
continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just
3
totally
down,
out of
3
sync,
down.
whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on
Detroit!
1st and 10.
Detroit!
Let's get that ball!
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The mic!
Hold on! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Right!
Over, over, over! Over, over! Hut!
On 1st and 10.
Check! Check!
Over the middle, complete. That's Walton.
Blitz,
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Watch right, we got right.
Crunch time, defense.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50.
Looking to throw. Goodman.
Coming! I'm coming!
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jordan Willis in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Left, 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 left.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in this situation.
Left, left. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They're indeed going for it, which they just know. Over the middle of the backfield. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike 99.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Throwing on 1st down. Goodman. The left side completion. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Hey, we got 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you
lucky
downfield.
56. Lucky 56.
So well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part
All right,
about
now,
that
lucky
play for him,
56. Lucky
I don't think
56.
that was his primary target.
So he
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Single
Nothing on
receiver. Hey,
1st
you're on
down,
an
so the
island
ball
over there.
remains
Single
at the
receiver.
8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Kid 21. Kid 21. Wants to run. They're running it.
For the gun. Up off to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go, here we go.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Double tight. 4 down, check.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start listening to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds, but maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
And give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90!
Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play. And now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down. Goodman. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
You got him.
A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. I'm coming. I'm coming. You better get
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Goodman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Check Mike 99. Mike.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Hey, pick your game up.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Operating for the gun. Goodman. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
That's 6.
In for the
Touchdown,
score.
baby.
And the Rams add on to their lead. Still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Tight end right.
Hey! Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
Play fake here on first down. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 3, check.
Left.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single. Check. Tight, double tight.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, 4 down.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mahomes on this one. And he's going to go down again. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
That's what I'm talking about, D.
Shift. Over.
Carry now for Elliott.
Let's go, defense.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
Leopard!
I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively
now,
down near the goal
Barney.
line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right out to the running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Gun!
We got 4.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Gun!
4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. You're trash!
From the gun, Goodman. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the score.
That I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is the ability to stop the pressure. Another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
4 down, 4 down.
Slow.
And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And give them a gain of 37.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now it looks like they're thrown here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard
now, lucky
line
56.
on 2nd
Lucky
and 10.
56.
Let's heat it up. Here we go.
Throwing again. Goodman. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See
All right,
ball,
now, lucky 56.
knock ball
Lucky
away,
56.
turned into a nice play.
Gun!
The throw on 3rd down. Goodman. Right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's it, baby.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they collecting